Welcome to our Black History Month Hidden Gem series. My name is Kelene Bolden, and I'm thrilled to introduce one of CREC's hidden gems, our very own Kimberly Davis. Kimberly serves as a human resources manager and hiring coordinator, overseeing the hiring and recruiting efforts for our entire agency. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, Kim. How are you doing today?
I am well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for participating in this amazing series. And I just have a few questions that I would love to ask so that others can know some of the amazing things that you have been doing throughout your career here at CREC. So share with me about a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you came to work at CREC, and some of your interests and passions.
Certainly. So I am originally from Bloomfield, Connecticut. I went through the Bloomfield public school system from kindergarten through 12th grade. And my journey with CREC began back in the 90s. So I started out as a temp back when CREC was at LP Wilson, and then I left to pursue some other professional interests. And then I came back to CREC in 2000, and I've been with CREC ever since. So I've been here for over 24 years and counting. Some things that I'm deeply passionate about would be fitness and self-care. I teach spin classes, as well as I'm looking forward to retirement. And upon my retirement, my next chapter will look like this. I will be opening up my own community space, which will house a vegan cafe as well as some classrooms so we can speak to youth, really instill in them the importance of now taking care of your bodies so that when you get to 50, 60, and 70, you're in good condition. So really teaching them about living a healthy lifestyle. And then I'm deeply committed to basically helping individuals show up for themselves, find their voice, self-care, empowerment on this journey called life.
I love that. And, you know, as you were speaking, I think of living a life with intention. And I wish that my younger self would have done that, you know, just thinking about the future versus just thinking about the now. So what positions have you held at CREC?
Sure. So I started out as a temp, and then when I came back to CREC, I took on the role as an HR assistant, and then I moved to an HR specialist, and I'm currently an HR manager, human resources manager.
So I just have a little plug that I wanted to add here. I actually reached out to some of your team members just to get an idea about Kimberly as a HR supervisor. So just to read something that someone said, she's an outstanding team player, collaborator, and supervisor who always prioritizes the needs and strengths of each individual to help the team work more effectively together. She's generous with her time. She's patient, listens, and provides support no matter how many attempts it takes to ensure that everyone feels heard and valued. She fosters a sense of confidence and empowerment within the team, creating an inclusive and supportive environment. To enhance engagement and connection, she introduced the question of the day to start off every team meeting, making everyone feel productive and enjoyable. So I added that because it just speaks volume of, you saying living intentionally and making everyone feel empowered. So I just wanted to add that in there. So another question I have for you is, describe a defining moment in your life that best represents your contribution to your legacy.
For me, stepping out of my own comfort zone and sharing my story to essentially just help people really understand that this journey is ongoing and that it's a never ending process. And so when you show up for yourself and you check in with yourself mentally, as well as physically, you will be successful. So, and having the support of others too as well, right? So when we think about a community-based situation, I feel like not only me and my voice, but others help, that community to come together to share our successes, to share our struggles. I ended up starting a Facebook group, which we had over 1,000 members in this, people from all over the state. And it was really, really just a space for people to just share, encourage, motivate, inspire each other. And so I'm really proud of that because it has really helped a lot of individuals, on their path of self-care.
And I mean, that's amazing. 120 pounds is a lot. And I think you should feel empowered by that, because I know it was hard. 120 pounds and to keep it off, yes. Right? And, a lot of people struggle with weight loss, and I have my own journey as well. But I think that it's empowering to know that you can do it and to see it. Yes. So that's great. Looking back at your journey, what part of your legacy are you most proud of?
I would say just stepping out of my own way to fulfill my own purpose, first and foremost, and then taking my story and sharing it to help others grow and find their voice. It's just so important for self-empowerment. It's so important to check in with yourself mentally. It's so important to, I think a lot of times, everyone walks around and everyone thinks everyone has it together. And it is just so important to share because, if you're struggling with something, I may have already moved forward in that and I can help you. So I just feel like it's just so important for individuals to share.
That's great. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. It is important to share because you never know how you can help and encourage somebody else. In what ways do you hope your work and contributions will impact future generations?
I hope to inspire future generations to help them understand that what you're doing now affects your later. So really being intentional about what you're doing, not living a perfect lifestyle, but just living a healthy, intentional lifestyle. And if we can impart that into the youth, I just think that it will help them in the future to live their best lives. So
great. Thank you so much. So this is our last question. As someone identified as a hidden gem, how does it feel to have your work and contributions recognized during Black History Month?
I am extremely grateful, honored. It's just so important to be heard. I think it's important for people to, like I said, find their voice. And I'm grateful to have this platform to share my story. So thank you very much for having me today.
And thank you so much for your willingness to participate and just to share some of the amazing things that you're doing. We are honored to have you, and thank you so much.